pencils down.
Down.
That's
Put 'em
it.
down.
Pencils down.
Put 'em
That's it.
down.
This is. Look, we told you we were going to ramble.
We did.
We're rambling.
We did.
We're down a rambler.
I mean, he chose Elon Musk over us, so
He did. What are you
going
to do? What are you going to fucking do? What are you going to do? He is on full-on vacation mode, Cody. So I can only imagine how blitzed he was on the beach.
How many hookers deep is he right now?
Yeah, right. How many?
Is there a donkey involved?
Yeah. Oh, the one who fucks a donkey, he murders. I think that's the one he kills. To just let's get rid of the paper trail.
Because out of all of us, Cody's the most
the donkey fucker.
Yeah.
Yes,
the donkey fucker.
No question, the donkey fucker. Absolutely.
Like if we found out he muled 8 pounds of cocaine in his rectum back home, we're not shocked.
Yeah. Duh. A little disappointed that it was just 8 pounds. Everything okay, hon? Oh, he's looking for one. I thought she heard donkey show and was like, what? Huh?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm awake. I'm not asleep.
I'm not sleeping anymore.
Who's tired? You're tired. I'm not tired. Look at this. Hold on. Let me get the name right. Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. Huh?
The swinging cocks, right?
The swinging cocks. That is your sorta old neck of the woods. Sorta. Let me get the name.
Where's that at?
Of the team. They are here. This will be a minor giveaway. They are the farm team for the Baltimore Orioles. So kind of close to your neck of the woods. The Delmarva Shorebirds.
Right?
Shorebirds.
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Delmarva.
That's it. Delmarva. Yep. The Delmarva Shorebirds. That's them.
That's
and this is
hat.
It's a thank you.
I may have to get that hat.
Dude, I think you have to. I don't think you put the May out of it.
Yeah.
I think you have to do it. You have to get the fuck. Podcast is over. We're done. You just Eddie gets the hat.
I'll log it off, and I'm just gonna go order the hat right now.
I mean, that's it. How's Stanley doing?
Stanley's doing good. He's shitting and pissing everywhere. So
still.
Yeah, still. I mean, it's been what, 5 days?
It's been 5 days. Yeah. Is he kind of getting an idea to use the pads? Or he's like, nah.
Twice.
Because I heard Jack Russell Terriers can be stubborn. Is that true?
They're smart, but they're stubborn as shit.
So if Stanley is like, no, I kind of like it this way, you're kind of fucked, huh?
He's like, I'm not pee on that pad. I'm going to pee over here in your shoe.
Right on these Marvel Legends.
I'm going to take a shit in that van.
Yeah, I'm going to take a dump right over there. What if he did, you have to tell me. If he does nothing but piss on all your Washington football team stuff, I have to bring him a treat every time I see him. I have to.
My old dog, Buster.
Yeah.
I used to have
Cowboy fan? Cowboy
maybe. I had all the starting lineup figures. Remember the starting lineup?
Oh yeah, of course.
I had all the Washington football team players back in the day. Art Monk, Gerald Riggs, Jay Schrader, Doug Williams, Gary Clark. I had them. I had Art Monk. I had
some legends in there. Those are some legends.
Some Hall of Famers. Some 2-year one.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some Hall of Famers in there.
Yeah. He destroyed Art Monk.
Wow.
Destroyed Art Monk.
That's a Cowboy fan, I think. That's a Cowboy fan move because Art Monk was a thorn in the Cowboy side for quite some time.
Yeah. And
more so than most of the other people you listed.
Right. Yeah, true. And that's why I did not hesitate to put him down when the time came.
Right.
I didn't think twice about it.
His day, you were in your head, you already killed him. In your head, he was
dead to
gone.
me before we killed him.
Yeah, that's it. This guy's done. Fuck this dog.
Long before we killed him.
Look at that, man. Hey, I can't be mad at you for that. You have to do what you got to do. I mean, that's, and then so how many more shit on the rugs does Stanley have in him before?
I don't know.
It's over.
He had me up at 2, 4, and 6 a.m. last night
to clean shit or to stop him. Like, oh God.
4 a.m. to clean shit. 2 and 6 just to fucking stop him.
Because you can't walk him yet, right? Like he has to get all those shots and everything.
No, he's got one more round of shots.
Yeah, so you can't even take his ass outside. Right.
We vet our animals here.
You're not going to anti-vax your dog? Yeah, you're gonna have Tucker Carlson demand to know what's in the.
Why are they not telling us what happens when Parvo? What with Parvo?
Why Parvo? Why they tell us? Who really knows what's in Parvo? That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what? We just sadly birthed a new thing. That's a Psycho video waiting to happen if it hasn't already. That's up now. There's some guy who.
My dog is autistic now because we've vaxxed him.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit dog.
Autistic dog now because he got vaxxed.
So this poor Stanley can't even go for a walk yet. This is the hardest part.
No, that's why I think it's easier to have children than a puppy.
So what woke him up? What woke you up? The smell? 4 a.m. was it the smell?
The crying.
Because he knows he's not supposed to.
Right. I'm a light sleeper anyway. We're trying to crate train him, so we keep him in the crate, right? Now I'm a light sleeper anyway. So I hear him whimpering. I'm like, let me just go check. And then I get there at 4 a.m. and it's just Lord of the Flies in there with just like shit all over his face.
Oh, fuck.
He's forming, his own tribe. It's nuts in there. It's fucking.
It's
awful.
Some Satan worshippers' den.
Just,
is
what have
he's
you
got
done
going
in this
on.
little?
What did you motherfucker? It was, it was funny, but my ex of 2 exes ago was claimed to be an animal expert, and we got that dog Zelda that she stole from me. That fucking anyway, she when we were crate training it, she starts whimpering at like 1 a.m, and I'm like, she's got to use the bathroom, dude. And the expert was like, nah, it's fine. Just go to bed. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, whole apartment smells. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on. How do I know this? It's my
was
first
this your
actual
old apartment
puppy.
Too?
The tiny one, the fucking prison cell. Imagine a dog shit in there.
No, I couldn't. That's about the size his crate is right now.
Right. Brutal.
Ooh.
And then I remember I came back from the road once, and this was speaking of it was dead, like how Buster was dead to you before it died,
Yeah,
I knew my days were numbered in that relationship because I broke up with her because I got home from being on the road, and she was in the same spot on the little futon that she'd been when I left.
Oh.
There was just empty fast food wrappers around her.
Wow.
And I think must have been the day I left. There looked like a 3-day-old caked over pile of dog shit in the corner. I'm like, how'd you not notice? How does it how it
it's not just a visual thing. It smells as well. You can tell it attacks multiple senses.
Right. Like if Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs had a roommate, that would have been the roommate. It would have been that situation. Just some fucking slob motherfucker sitting there with fast food and just dog. I'm like, and I broke up, and then she, of course, did this massive guilt trip, and I'm like, okay. And I knew she's like, oh, she's getting payback. I knew it. You know what I mean? Like that. I just knew that she's just waiting. She's gonna wait now. Like I knew I should have just stuck with it.
Was this the one that was the anxiety-ridden one that wouldn't do anything?
But it was all bullshit. It was all. I don't buy. Look, I know anxiety's real, but I also know it's a millennial get out of jail free card that these motherfuckers are using, and it's like because I do a joke about it. We all fucking have it. There's nobody that doesn't. You're not special. Go eat a bag of shit with this, crying about this shit. We all fucking go fuck off. We all fucking have it.
Everybody does.
Like everybody. And my fucking cats have it. Everyone fucking has it. I mean, it just who doesn't? So that was I was just like, oh, I couldn't. I was like, how do you think? And it was diarrhea, dude. It was a pile of shit. So clearly the puppy had eaten something that she was eating. She didn't realize
Probably
it
one of the fast food things that was in the wrapper.
One of the fast food things. And then just fucking drops a load right by the closet. I mean, and Eddie, you're 2 steps away from the closet if you're on the futon in that old apartment. You're 2 steps away from everything if you're in that old
toilet and lock the front door while not
at moving. And it's still, the things are still spinning and you're fine. Yeah, you're good. And I was like, how the fuck did you not notice? Wow. What are you going to do? Man. The bad days. the dark times.
You take stage 4 cancer now over that, right?
Yes. What I'm going through now any day. Yes, yes. Over babysitting that fucking shit. Yes. 1,000% yes.
Oh.
I am. Maybe that was a trade-off. Like, look,
maybe
you got to deal with this. But yeah, oh my God, yeah, this fuck. Oh, so I guess, do we just start? Do I sing? Do we
don't have any music, right?
Is that going to make it more
exciting? The
exciting?
Ramble's become so dependent on Cody.
On Cody, these times of COVID,
Cody is accumulating so much power at Ramble Corporate.
Yes, and now you see what it's like. It's like it's a wonderful life now.
He plays this whole he's Mr. Potter.
He really is. He
pulled
corporate. it. He did it. He's fucking just because he's blitzed on a beach in Corpus somewhere right now.
Watching a hooker bang a donkey.
Watching a hooker fuck a donkey. He's gonna murder both of them when they're done, and then we're stuck with this.
And we're stuck with
no
this
music
because he has amassed so much power at Ramble Corporate.
Right.
While the whole time playing this whole I don't get paid.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna try to sing this, but the second one, I don't know I don't know the melody. If you must. Right. But I want to see if Eddie can name this tune at least. At least name the where it takes.
So you're going to go acapella. You're going acapella on this.
Acapella. Here we go.
Acapella.
Those fortunate ones to be fast and free and young. I want to count myself among the fortunate ones. Anything?
No.
This generation with fire in our eyes. Nothing's gonna stand in our way. Nothing's gonna stand in our way. Nothing's gonna stand in our way. Not tonight. Anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, what is it?
Really? Those fucking ones. Come on. Come on, buddy. Nothing's gonna stand in our way. Not tonight.
What?
Do I tell you?
Familiar. It's ringing.
Are you gonna feel bad? Are you gonna feel bad?
What is it?
Oh, Transformers, a movie. When Cup and Hot Rod awaken underwater. Remember, in Hot Rod's guys, he gets that little saw and he has to free the tentacle. Start at the Cup, Cup, and he's chasing. Right? Remember that?
Yes.
And Cup's all in pieces. He's got to put the fortunate one. See, I knew you were gonna be. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to see. Now I feel bad. The great band.
I want to see that scene now, but I don't know how to bring a YouTube video into our fucking chat.
Again, Potter.
This is Cody's issue.
This is all Potter, man. Nothing's gonna stand in our way.
Fucking
not
Potter.
Tonight. What a great moment in movie history.
God damn it! Now I want to see it.
What a scene! I know. Look what you did. One cup to be fast. Cup. He's like fighting off those evil piranha and shit. The robot piranha. Amazing scene.
Let me see. Maybe if I share a screen. I don't.
Could Coppola have done that scene?
No.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think he has the depth to do that scene.
There's no fucking way.
He doesn't have the understanding of the human condition to do this. I just don't think it's possible.
Imagine if that's what they called him in. Like they're like, look, we're having trouble with this one scene. Like, what is it? Well, these two robots are underwater and they're fighting a robot piranha and a robot squid. While some shitty hair metal song is playing. You want to take a stab at this?
And he does, and they reject it.
And they're like that. You didn't get it. It's like that story on how like Steely Dan had like 30 guitarists trying to play the guitar solo for Peg, and they just doped to everyone. Like, what if Spielberg went in there? They're like, nah, sorry, shit. This is nope.
What do you think the name of the scene is?
That's a good question.
Transformers the movie, 1986.
I would say Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way. That was a song.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe we could see this.
Okay.
The fortunate ones to be fast and free and young.
Let me get the. We don't need Cody.
Nah. Look at this. No. His worth is plummeting right now.
What's that?
His worth is just plummeting. His draft stock is falling.
If I can do this successfully, we just never invite him back?
That's it. He can stay on vacation. Fuck it.
You can stay gone.
Oh man.
Fuck. All right.
I think he would have had it by now, though. I hate to say that. I think Cody would have had it by now. I think Cody would. To be fast and free and young. No. What if this gets us banned from YouTube? Is if we play this fucking scene.
This is what does it. Where do you? Yeah, I don't. Maybe Cody is important.
He might. Does Scorsese pull this scene off? I can't see it. I can't see it.
You know what? He might, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah.
I don't care to see it.
Another
I can't
one.
Pull it off.
Another one that I don't know if Coppola could have done was when the Dinobots rescue Cup and Hot Rod from the Quintessons.
What am I doing?
What is going on here? I love it. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's getting trippy. Things are getting.
I'm trying to figure out how to do something.
Let's go ahead and read some emails. This is from the American Dream. Dustin Jacobs. David Arquette watched the documentary. Arquette's acting career was derailed by wrestling. Arquette became universally loathed by those around the wrestling business. This is a redemption story, as it's clear that Arquette would like to get back into major acting jobs and feels deep regret for having given wrestling such a black eye. There's some reality TV elements to the documentary, along with a documentary style. Arquette meets with DDP in the jungle to begin training. Okay, sure, things get super real. When Arquette has his brain examined, he almost dies in the ring thanks to his neck getting punctured by a broken light tube. The film showcases Arquette's relationship with the late Luke Perry, and it wasn't lost to me how much Arquette's wife, Christina McLarty, looks like a younger version of his ex-wife, Courtney Cox. McLarty produced the film. Sasquatch. If you haven't seen Sasquatch on Hulu, you should check it out. Did Bigfoot murder some weed farm hands in Northern California? The answer may be obvious. Pretty interesting film, but it's also anti-drug, and I'm sure many people have thoughts on that angle. This is from Gemma of the Talking Codswallop podcast. Hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. First, I hope the treatment's going well, Jerry. Thank you. Can't wait to see Hulk out. Thank you. Can't wait to hear Cody's answers this week. You missed out the first time around. Oh, that's Gemma's going to be very disappointed today. I have a question for you all. If you don't mind me asking, you probably covered this in earlier episodes. I wonder, how is it you all know each other? When and where did you meet, etc.? I often wondered that. Well, my family asked the same question.
Yeah. That's where this just came up, because we were literally, before you went into Keno 2 weeks ago, we went down. Yep. Your family came out. We went to Andre's parents' house. We had a little cookout, and we all kind of.
How good were those fajitas? How good were those? I mean, come on.
The ribs. Oh, fucking. Man. So good.
Dude, my family can cook. That Spanish rice. Ooh. Now, we told them we were blowing each other at a fetish club.
Yeah,
and we're making each other laugh.
Rave or something. I forget.
It was a rave fetish club. Rave. We're making each other laugh, and it was kind of a, hey, are you a comic? Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
And then
funny.
we saw A-Team.
Oh, we're both comics.
We saw A-Team at midnight.
We finished each other off, and then we went to A-Team.
And then went to A-Team. Like most friendships begin. Cody, very similar. It was at the same club, and we were like, "What? Are you in a podcast? Are you a movie critic?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, that was it." Like,
we started talking about movies. We were finger cuffing him.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was behind, and he was blowing you, and then
right.
we were talking movies, and he would come up for air, and he would put in his 2 cents.
His 2 cents.
And we're like, "Are you a film critic?" And he's like, "Yeah,
film critic." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm on the podcast.
Ironically, same club Jerry and I met at.
Yeah, same rave fetish club. It was, and it wasn't even gay night either night. We kind of just took that place over.
Yeah,
we just kind of
we start going at it, people just.
Hey, what are they gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do?
What are you
gonna kick us out? Fuck out of here. What are you gonna do?
Oh.
So Eddie and I met in stand-up. I think Love It or Improv. It was one of the two.
Probably the Improv. When did you do Last Comic Standing?
2007.
Because I knew you before you were on Last Comic Standing. Yes. Because I remember going, oh fuck, Jerry's moving up. That's awesome.
Right. Love It. Must have been. It was either
Love It didn't open up until 2010.
Oh, that's right.
So I must have met you when you were when you moved to LA the first time.
Yeah, mate. Let me look and see when I did.
Because I think you were doing. I think you did Last Comic Standing 7 or 8, right? 2007.
It was season 7, but I don't know what year that was. Let me see. I'll find it right now.
But I remember watching the show.
Oh no. 2010 was season 7.
So
it was 2010.
Around then, I think I knew you before.
A little bit before. I think a little bit before.
So yes. I think Love It's opened like 2009, 2008 or 2009. That's probably where I met you.
We talked a lot at
Lovitz
Lovitz.
Comedy Club.
Yep. And then Cody, I met at a show in San Antonio. His dad took him and his brother Zach to see a stand-up show. They're both like fucking.
And that's
17.
where his dad abandoned them, right?
Yeah, he just left
and
them,
then
and
you were left to raise both of them.
Yeah, raised them both. It's very, dude. The looks on their faces at about 2:30 in the morning when they realized that he was gone.
They just had a note pinned to their shirt.
Yeah. That was feed them if you want, is what it said, and.
Oh fuck.
Brian Withers, what's up, Ramblers? Or as Eddie calls us, wow, the fucked.
Wow.
It's been a while since I've been able to listen to the Rambler. Keep up.
They're not in that go, are they?
No, they're not.
Oh, man.
Actually, I checked in last week, but I noticed my email was super late. Kudos to the evil commissioner, keep me in check. So, oh shit. So here's a quick summary. Sorry about that, Brian. I must have missed it, actually. Blah, blah, blah. Eddie killed me. Cody has leaned into corporate so hard he looks like a cat now. Kiss sucks. Iron Maiden rules.
There you go.
Graham and Faye.
There you go.
Pretty funny. They sent me my deepest condolences to you, but at least you already live in a state where you can get legal marijuana to help you through some chemo. Just go easy on the edibles. # winning the retro way.
Why can't Graham and Faye ship you some from Canada like they do with
the good shit. The good shit, huh? Joshua Stats, what's up, guys? First things first, set the record straight. There's no hate for the top 10 song. As I mentioned in my post with Jay Sherman over there. Wow, he called Cody Jay Sherman. Too bad Cody isn't here for this. Jay Sherman, Google it, since I'm sure the kiddo probably has no idea who that is. So conveniently left out the perfection of Eddie's ass harp, coupled with the dulcet tones of Jerry's angelic pipes. There's more than just an overlaid vocal or afterthought. We as Ramblers, especially those of us that have the birthright of OG Rambler status, have come to expect a certain way of life and level of weekly entertainment. Also, given the amount of sauce that's been sent over the years, I think this mere suggestion should at least be up for consideration. Josh Stetz is driving a hard bargain.
Wow.
Manny Avalar says, what it do, Ramblers? Sup, y'all? It's been a minute since I've been able to contribute. It's been a crazy since the Snowvid hit Texas, closed on a house in Buda. Oh, nice. At the beginning of March, started a new job, and little by little trying to make our house a home. Fuck, dude. It's like I lost a bit of track. Then I hear Jerry starting chemo. What the fuck, man? You got this, Jerry. Cancer's antidote is big dick energy, and you leak that shit. That's right, baby. May Lilith bless you and blow you back to perfect health. Ask Eddie. Let's ramble the fuck on. Thank you, Manny. And I guess it's the hat. It's time for the hat. Here we go.
Okay. We're going to try to do this?
Yeah, hold on.
Since we're left out in the cold while Cody's fucking partying in a donkey show on the beach.
I know. All right, so you ready?
Live. Yeah.
All right, I don't think they're ready. All right, here it comes. Tell me when you're ready to go.
All right, go.
Yeah. What hat would they wear? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man.
That was honey in the air.
That was, I think your son, regrettably, your son just phoned the heroin dealer one more time when he heard that. He's back on the sauce. How could he not be after hearing that? Dave Strebeck, this is tough. 80s cartoon Hall of Fame hat. Can't believe Cody's not on this because he has the entire cast of Silverhawks on his lower back tattooed. That's all of them, all the Silverhawks.
Probably getting sunburned right about now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know. It's Silverhawks. Silverhawks. Partly metal. Whatever. So Dave Strebeck says, I really want to say Transformers, but G.I. Joe wins by the slimmest of margins due to story and character development. Ooh. Controversy off the bat, Eddie.
Yeah.
Jake Pauly says, fuck cancer. Thank you, Jake. Hat, the best 80s cartoon, in my opinion, is DuckTales. Greatest theme song of all time, and the show still holds up. Also, if you haven't, the show wasn't created just to sell toys. Do yourself a favor and rewatch on Disney Plus if you haven't. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He goes Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast goes, I have to go with the classic UK kids cartoon called Trapdoor. It's a claymation piece featured both comedy and light horror. There are mischievous monsters which would escape from the trapdoor and cause chaos for Burke, the blobby blue assistant of the thing upstairs. Michael Worman. Worms. My nomination for Hall of Fame, Keep of the 80s Things, voiceover legend, and the true Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen. Hall of Fame 80s cartoon Transformers, a staying power to become $1 billion franchise. It's pretty amazing. Colin Maggs, Hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Max. Hey, Jerry and Cody. It's another week, another great ramble. I hope this week finds everyone as good as possible. Jerry, I hope running a train on cancer isn't taking too much out of you. Thank you. Fight the good fight, sir. Fuck that cancer hard. Oh, yeah. Side note, loved your discussion on the creepiest songs. Although you had a young girl as one of the top, you forgot Don't Stand So Close to Me by the Police, which is creepy as fuck, especially as they're a predominantly British band and our standard school leaving age is 16. That young teacher's having trouble resisting a sub-16-year-old girl. He's around 30. Ew, that's Kiss level creepy. Side note, are the Police the kings of creepy after this and every step you take, both being so easy to listen to as well as you're fooled into enjoy songs without thinking of the message? It can be made. Oh, my God.
It can be made.
Who? And he goes...
If the Police wore that crap that Kiss does, I think they edge him out. I think it's the creepiness factor. It's the creepy-looking factor of Kiss that puts them over the top.
Police needed a better gimmick. Had they had the gimmick, they would have been over. You're right.
And Gene Simmons.
And Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons is a multiplier of creepiness by 10.
He out-creeps everybody. He's like, he's the ace in the hole for creeps. He goes, Mag says, the hard choice, I have to go Transformers. It's the one that caught my attention the most. Was must-see TV for me as well as being must-have toys. Brian Withers, I'm going about 4 hours sleep and I have to leave for work in 3 minutes. So here's my abbreviated submissions. Robotech is the best 80s cartoon. Voltron's a close second.
Robotech.
Wow. Robotech. Sean Williams, hey, Jerry and Cody. Hall of Fame hat's a no-brainer. It's got to be Transformers. There's been a lot of variations since the original, but Beast Wars and Transformers Prime are the only ones that ever came close. Even though Peter Cullen and Frank Welker did other stuff, Optimus Prime and Megatron are just iconic. Graham and Faye, they go Robotech. What do you get when you buy the rights to a mecha-based sci-fi anime from Japan and scotch taped together haphazardly to create your own narrative for your American audience and spend a decade or two embroiled in a childish tug-of-war with lawyers over the rights to said creators' content? Fire up that reflex can on SDF-1 one more time. Sure, the Transformers were one thing, but who didn't want to grow up, climb into a 50-foot high transform robot to pilot a Veritech or a Cyclone? Am I right? Bonus shout-out to Bandai for giving us the best Transformer, which is actually just a rebranded VF-1S Valkyrie from Japan's Macross saga, a.k.a. the Gen 1 Jetfire. And he sends us a picture of the Gen 1 Jetfire figure next to the Optimus figure, and he says, wow, shots are going to be heavily fired right now by Graham and Faye. You ready for this? He says, here's Jetfire right on top of a lowly GoBot. Wow.
Whoa.
Damn. Ouch. Josh Stetz has to be G.I. Joe. Growing up an Army brat, the military aspects did it for me. Amazing characters, great theme songs, some epic and timeless episodes. Joe Capone, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Voltron. So many to choose from. I was going to say Transformers got the most out of my allowance money and Christmas birthday wishlist love in the 80s, and that was largely in part because of the cartoon and the comics. Manny Avalar was born in 87, so my experience in the 80s is through my older brother saved and recorded. I grew up with a handful of episodes of Transformers, Real Ghostbusters, Thundercats, and Silverhawks. My Hall of Fame pick could be Transformers since I feel they transcended the decade and kept up the popularity. Plus, no G.I. Joe PSA could ever be as inspirational as a pep talk from Optimus Prime. Grady W. Smith III, another one. Are you ready for this, Eddie?
Yeah.
The hat should go to Macross, which got adapted for the U.S. broadcast as the first third of Robotech. The animation is fucking beautiful. Drama is solid. And my favorite Autobot, Jetfire, Skyfire, was an homage to or ripoff to one of the Macross's transforming jets. Look at that.
Wow.
Man, a lot of Robotech love. I never, sadly, I saw like I remember kind of glancing at it, but I never got.
I had a couple Robotech figures, the little ones that were just at the nearby, like I guess it was almost like a Walmart at the time. It was called People's. Where I lived, it was called People's.
Okay.
And my dad would take me there. We go there every once in a while to get school supplies or whatever. And he wouldn't buy the Transformers or the GoBots because they were too expensive. But I get a Robotech, and I would get those every once in a while.
Those are fucking cool, though.
They were cool. It was the Jetfire. Cool. It was the one that looked like Jetfire.
Yeah. That's badass. See, that's cool. But I
never watched the show. I never watched the cartoon.
I gotta see. It's got to be up there somewhere, right? It's got to be streaming somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I play with the toys a little bit, but I never watched the show.
Yeah, me neither. I just never really got that. I remember seeing bits and pieces. Like, oh, it looks cool, but never really going that deep. All right. You got your harmonica ready? Because we're about to sing. Not yet. We're about to sing, though. I'm just telling you to warm it up. That's it. That's all.
The plastic one's right here.
Okay. I went Transformers. There's nothing else for me. But for 80s, I mean, yes, Master of the Universe, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, all that was fucking Mask, all amazing.
Yeah.
I had to go Transformers.
See, I had this thing where, like, Star Wars was my biggest thing in the 80s growing up as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But Star Wars only came out every 3 years. So you have that big lull because there was no Star Wars content outside of the movies.
That's
so
true.
I would get super into G.I. Joe. Like G.I. Joe was my thing. And then it turned into Mask and Masters of the Universe, and I had everything on all of them. But the only thing that I got up for, I set my alarm on a Saturday morning at 7 a.m. to record Transformers.
Yeah, dude, the song.
I mean, I love Mask.
Shit.
I have more G.I. Joe toys than I have almost anything.
Same here.
I have all the Masters of the Universe, at least the first 3 waves. I forgot.
Yep.
But nothing, but I never going and getting like the Destructicons and the rush to get in there to try to get them all out of that bid. Like
Devastator,
I never experienced anything like
baby.
that, and that's all Transformers. I mean, it has to be
all
Transformers
it is.
To me.
It's same for me because I was like, I loved like you're saying, like G.I. Joe. I remember 2 lines I collected every figure.
Yeah.
I never did that with anything else, right?
Yeah.
Because they were so inexpensive and they were so small, it was easy, right? But like Transformers, I had to pick and choose what I was going to get with allowances and shit like that. But that show, the movie, forget it. Like it had
G.I. Joe stuff, even Master Universe and Mask stuff, I could sort of save up my money and get my own thing.
Yep.
But it was like Transformers, I had to wait for a holiday.
Yeah.
Big haul. And that's why it just made it that much more special because it was such an event to get up every morning and record that cartoon and then wait for Christmas or my birthday to come around to get like 4 or 5.
Fuck yes.
Oh. So it's just that. I mean, that alone just notches it barely above those other things.
Yep. Cody, Dungeons and Dragons. That was his pick.
He sent that one in. That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't. Is he? I didn't know he was a D&D guy.
Well, that's all makeup he wears. Like half of his face is Avenger tattoo. It's just Venger, the villain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's half of his.
Oh, he needs to wear that one time for.
I know. It's just all like if he wipes off the makeup, it's like Two-Face. It's Venger. Yeah, so it's crazy.
That's a bold move.
It's a very bold move.
It's very bold.
No wonder guy's always getting new jobs. No shit. He has a rough day at work. He starts sweating
at the office, and he starts sweating a little bit.
It's over.
It's over.
He's busted. Big Venger. There we go. All right, you ready, buddy? You ready to play?
Yeah. Here we go.
All right. Open, close, and an encore. Oof. Jesus. I don't know how you outdo it every time.
I'm gonna melt it. I'm afraid I'm gonna melt it.
I'm
afraid I'm gonna melt it.
I can tell you're holding back, and it's still insane. Like
Thank
just,
you.
I don't
but
know.
I'm not giving.
I know
because I'm gonna melt it. It's plastic.
Things done. The Hall of Famer Dave Strabeck, he goes opens with Transformer, closes with G.I. Joe, encores with Voltron. Jake Pauley, open with Chippendales Rescue Rangers, close with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, encore with DuckTales. Ooh. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs, says you open with Ninja Turtles on a loop. TV guru Chuck Lorre got his first big break in the business by coming up with the Turtles jingle. That's right. Creator of 2.5 Men, The Big Bang Theory, brought you the best theme song for any show, maybe ever. Gemma, Inspector Gadget. I still sing the song to this day. That's her opening. Close with DuckTales, so I need to explain? No. Well, it will anyway. Such an upbeat, fun tune and summed up the program in the theme. Encore Trapdoor, because not only was it an amazing program, but the theme song was amazing too. Don't you open that trapdoor because there's something down there. After the crowd goes wild and demands another encore, the raccoons come out to play their TV theme. There we go. Michael Werman. Worms. He opens with Star Blazers. He closes with the Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, and His Amazing Friends, back to back. Because I always remember them running together on Saturday morning. And you encore with He-Man. That's good. Magsies. I could go on forever, so I'll just give you my entrance. You open with Thundercats. Close Ulysses 31. If you don't know it, look it up on YouTube. Enjoy the greatest, most 80s cartoon theme song. You won't regret it. Encore Ninja Turtles, just because as soon as you heard it, you knew it was a must-see TV time. Brian Withers went Robotech, Voltron. Those themes are the best. So I Stopped Mask was a real earworm. And top 5, I'm going to copy and paste from last week because it's always relevant. All right. Sean Williams, you open with the G.I. Joe movie theme. Close with the theme from Mask. Encore with the theme from the Transformers, the movie, the heavy metal lion version. Transformers! Graham and Faye, I think the evil commish did this on purpose, so we'd be whistling all those earworms from our childhood for days. That's right. You open with Ninja Turtles. You close with Inspector Gadget. You encore with Thunder. Thundercats. Ho! Stats, you open with Thundercats. You close with Transformers. Encore with G.I. Joe. Joe Capone says you open with DuckTales. You close with Silverhawks. You encore with Mask. Manny Avalar says you open with the kick-ass tune of Thundercats, close the season 3 version of Transformers theme song, which is my favorite. Encore, you hear that 2-note bass line, dun 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 dun, and then no, actually I got it wrong. I know what he's saying. The crowd murmurs. That Hall Notes, we're getting You Make My Dreams Come True. Psych. Life's Like a Hurricane here in Duckburg. That's right, the DuckTales theme song. The crowd goes wild. Duckface selfies become popular again. Grady W. Smithy III, they should open with the Spiral Zone theme because it's one of the most hardcore metal themes the U.S. cartoons have ever been allowed to get away with having. Close with Transformers, encore with Simpsons. By the way, I forgot to say, Ramble 284, let's make it easy. 1990s cartoon goes in the Hall of Fame, Matt.
Oh, that's going to be tougher for me. That's going to be tougher.
It's going to be tougher for me, too. Cody, right up his alley, maybe.
Right. I mean, he's dedicated the entire left side of his body to 90s cartoons.
Yeah, so it's a lot going on there.
Tough.
So I opened with Masters Universe. I close with DuckTales, encore with Thundercats.
I open Masters of Universe.
That same. Baby.
I close Transformers.
Nice.
And I encore with Mask.
That's what else do you need? Look at the 2 great shows right there.
I used to record that. I had one of those little mini recorders, and I would record the Mask theme song, and I would listen to it like all the time. I would play with my Mask toys and play
while playing the theme song. Shit, yes, dude, that was the best. The Mask theme song. That Mask was so underrated. Tremendous. Yeah, it was. Next Ramble, let's go crazy. We'll do 90s cartoon theme songs. Why not? For Ramble 284. All right, you ready to play that harmonica?
Oh, hold on. I just got to give it time to cool down or it will.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
sorry.
So give me a second.
No, buddy. Come on.
Ready?
Yeah, you ready? Okay. I'm reading books. I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. Reading books and playing games. Whew. Wow. Unreal. Jesus Christ.
That thing's on its last legs.
You reinvent yourself every time. On it's like Jordan scoring 80 on a busted shoe. It's just what do you do?
You know, it's when he scored 50 at the Garden as a wizard.
With the flu. As a wizard. Look at that. Graham Faye said Faye is now deeper ever into Red Dead Online. She's now amassed a posse of friends and coworkers who aim to be up to no good in the Wild Wild West. Her nightly cowgirl hijinks can be heard by her deaf neighbors as she shakes her controller in anger and curses bloody revenge at digital dumbasses on the TV. Hashtag pew pew pew. Stats, books. I just finished Ready Player 2. Was as good as Ready Player 1, but that magic will never be recaptured. But it was still a fun ride. Very much an Easter egg hunt like the first one, but each step along the way was more focused on something in particular, and it was definitely better than Armada. I could not get into Armada, that dude's second book. Currently reading White by Bret Easton Ellis. I'm expecting a typical BEE book, but this is almost autobiographical and gives insight into him writing all his books. It's cool behind the scenes for some of my favorite books. Also just got lucky enough to pre-order the 30th anniversary limited edition of Imagica by Clive Barker. I've mentioned in the past, and it's a fucking masterpiece of a book. Highly recommend it to anyone and everyone. An artist was commissioned by the publisher to do a bunch of pieces for it. Clive and his historians have written extra stuff for it. I think it's even got some deleted scenes that originally edited out of the book. I'm super excited for that, but they're projecting that it won't ship until late this year or early next. But won't be the first time I've waited a year for one of his limited editions. Games finished. My Assassin's Creed kick I've been on with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, all back to back to back. Valhalla was good, but I finished it without realizing I actually finished it. There weren't any end credits or anything. Only one gripe I had was that you finally finish the main story. You get Mjolnir, but by that time I'd done everything there was to do, so the only reason to really backtrack in the middle of the mountains of Norway was for an achievement. I got a badass weapon, but there's fuck all to do with it. But there's DLC coming, so I might get with that later, and there's supposed to be multiple endings depending on choices from several things throughout the game. Those games are just so damn long and drawn out that replay isn't something I want to do after just putting 80 to 100 hours into a game. Once I was done with Assassin's Creed, I restarted Fallen Order, played through that in a fairly easy setting just to play through and finish it. Story was amazing, visually beautiful on the new gen machine. Definitely want to do another run through at some point. One of these days I'll pick up Cyberpunk back up since I barely started a while back. Manny Evelar, books and games, not reading anything but playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not that far in, but I'm getting very pre-sad if the story follows for OG spoilers on a 20-plus-year-old game. Death of certain characters that are very fleshed out in this one. Oh, yeah. I'm just playing, I got the Resident Evil 8, The Village, that Eddie Shawshank Redemption for me, which is great. Thank you for that. Been playing that. Returnal, which is dope as shit on the PS5. Finally getting to see these next-gen systems have games that are built for them, and aren't remakes. It's fucking dope, man. Good shit. You do anything playing?
I'm just watching Colton play Animal Crossing, pretty much.
Nice.
That's taken over his life.
Do you feel like you could be a good run a city now in Animal Crossing?
I think so. I mean, these Duke guys are a little shady.
Right. Yes.
They're a little shady.
A little shady.
Little Elon Musk-y creating their own currency. And
right.
Sort of like, yeah.
Yeah, a little weird. Is Colton Is he a racist landlord?
Yeah, but that's on my instruction.
Right.
Because you teach racism.
Any animal of color, you tell them to boot. You tell them to boot or put in a shitty place. That's it. Hey, look, I'm not gonna tell you. All right.
Well, we definitely have. We definitely at his island. He definitely has. Like the slums. He keeps certain elements over there.
Hold him down.
Giving other people the pass, letting them move up easier.
Look at that.
No, you got to teach these things.
You have to. You have to
keep going.
Come on,
us 3%ers.
All right, now we're done. This is the last one. You ready to play that harmonica?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
All right.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top 5. Wow. Has that harmonica been retired? Is that officially retired now?
That might be retired.
That might be it.
I can't do anything more with it. I can't do anything more. I've taken that to the limit.
Yes. There's what else? There's no more sap in that one. It's all over. It's been drained. Dave Strabeck, top 5 80s cartoon characters. This was tough. I rearranged my work schedule when I wake up, which now allows morning time to ramble. Sorry, fuckers. I'll be back in the mix. Don't worry, man. No Skeletor, worries. Number 5. Megatron, number 4. Voltron, number 3. Cobra Commander, number 2. Optimus Prime, number 1. Love you guys. Sign the Hall of Famer, Devastator. Love you too, Devastator. Jake Pauley, Inspector Gadget, Banana Man, Optimus Prime, Danger Mouse, and number 1, He-Man's mother's pussy's favorite son, Skeletor, is Jake Pauley. The American Dream, Justin Jacobs, top 5. I was the biggest Ninja Turtle mark in the world, circa 88. I can still remember seeing the movie in 90 with my older sister and her boyfriend at the time, and practically screaming Raphael when the manhole cover closed and April was saved at the beginning of the film. I was promptly told to shut up. He goes Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, and number 1, Splinter.
Wow.
Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. He liked them a lot, right? Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. Eric from Banana Man. Smurfette, the only female Smurf who clearly loved the gangbang. Jesus, how do we know this? Jeez. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not choosing between them all. Burke from Trapdoor. Burt Raccoon from the Raccoons. The most lovable, idiotic character who would seek out adventures, get into trouble, and always save the day. I had so much fun putting this together. Now I want to go watch my favorite 80s TV shows. I only wish the top 5 was top 10 this week. Lots of love to all you guys in the Ramblers. Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. Michael Werman. Worms. He goes Skeletor, Psykill, Grimlock, Optimus Prime, and then number 1. Who disrupts my coronation? Starscream. Rest in peace, Chris Latta, for bringing to life the best backstabbing villain in the 80s. Continue to fight, Jerry. We're with you. Thank you, man. Worms. Colin Maggs. Too many honorable mentions. So straight into my choices. He-Man, the first 80s cartoon that really grabbed me. Splinter from the Ninja Turtles. He's a rat that teaches ninjutsu. What's not to love? Skeletor, the best bit of Masters of the Universe. And number 2, Ninja Turtles. Can't single out one. I was a teenager when these came out, but they were still a must-watch. And number 1, Optimus Prime. And the Transformers, a TV show and set of characters that inspired many a kid. Not only did they look cool, the toys lived up to how they were on TV, but the cartoon was great. They still did the moral messages at the end, but they never seemed as cheesy as they did for Masters of the Universe, etc. Okay, that's it. Done for this week. Stay safe. Happy everyone. Jerry, kick that cancer's harder than Bing Crosby was with his kids. Love you, buddy. Colin Max. Brian Withers, top 5. Whoa, man. Withers went crazy.
Oh.
Kiss sucks. Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden. Just to be clear, Iron Maiden rules, Kiss rules, and Skeletor is more awesome than anything. Keep on keeping on. Fuck cancer. Have a great weekend. Love. Everyone love the Golden Rambler, Brian Withers. Sean Williams, Starscream, because you hate him so much and wanted Megatron to kick his ass so badly, you're relieved, and Galvatron blew his ass up. Number 4, Sergeant Slaughter, though also a pro wrestler, the G.I. Joe version of the Sarge was a badass. Soundwave, Energon cubes in his tapes and a badass voice. Megatron, my first supervillain growing up.
Except that time Sergeant Slaughter sucked dick to not get killed.
Come on, guys. I'll keep going. I won't use teeth or nothing. You won't feel a thing.
No, come on, guy. Come.
Please. Stick it up my ass. I don't care.
All 3 of you. I can take all 3 of you. Whatever. A 10 hot.
Please.
Don't kill me. Just whatever.
Come on. And number 1, Optimus motherfucking Prime. My childhood hero. Ramble the fuck on. Fight, Jerry. Fight. Thank you, Sean Williams. Fuck. Graham and Faye. Who knew these picks would be so divisive in our once happy home? Number 5, Smurfs, Hefty Smurf Faye, because she still has a small figurine. Really, Hefty Smurf? I'm putting Hefty Smurf on the list, says Graham. The Real Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman Faye, Spangler, Graham. Ninja Turtles, Donatello, Faye, Michelangelo, Graham. Number 2, Bumblebee, Faye, Graham, Optimus Prime. And the natural pick that speaks for itself, G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow, Faye, Graham, Snake Eyes. Jerry, keep on kicking your own ass. Slap that cancer down like the special needs kid on the basketball court. That sounded both horrible and inspiring, such as the Ramble. Stay safe, Ramblers. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg. Hey, thank you, Graham and Faye. Joshua Stats, I wanted to keep it broken up and only do one character from when I watched as a kid. I could easily do an entire list with just G.I. Joes and Transformers. Number 5, Thundar the Barbarian. Rip dude, knocked off lightsaber. That's a deep cut. Yeah. Slow class president, Wookiee sidekick, set in the prehistoric Eternia on LSD. What's not to love? Matt Tracker. Oh, we get a mask appearance.
There we go.
Badass helmets, flying Mustangs, secret base under a gas station. Dude probably crushed as much puss as someone that works at Walgreens and next door to Little Caesars. That's right. Brain from Inspector Gadget. Let's face it, he and Penny were the reason the Inspector didn't die 1,000 horrible deaths, but his name says it all. He was the brains of the operation. Soundwave, Megatron's number 2 and most trusted. All the cassettes kicked their own amounts of ass, and how much of us tried to emulate that voice?
Yep.
Number 1, who else could it be? Snake Eyes. The mystery of his backstory, the feud with Storm Shadow. He's a ninja rocking not only a badass outfit, but also dual katanas and dual Uzis. Dude could kill you 18 different ways before you even realize you've been dead 10 minutes. Joe Capone, Gargamel and Azrael from the Smurfs, Cobra Commander, Garfield, Inspector Gadget, and number 1, Optimus Prime. Manny Avalar, Michelangelo the Party Dude, and my favorite turtle. Copper Kid from Silverhawks. He was auto-tuned before auto-tune. He-Man, even though his mom's a whore, he's pretty cool, I guess. Lino, he gets bonus points since his kid is a Rambler. That's true. Lino's son himself is a Rambler. Optimus Prime. I mean, come on, there's no other kind of character from the '80s cartoon than Optimus Prime. Y'all stay safe, Jerry. You got this, brother. The Ramble family sends your energy spirit bomb style to defeat this piece of shit called cancer. Eddie and Cody, y'all stay safe too. Love you guys. Thank you, Manny. Grady W. Smithy III. Hardly seems fair to pit heroes and villains against each other, so I'm going to go in a rogue and do a separate list for each. Top 5 good guys. Dishonorable mention to Ultra Magnus for fucking up and almost getting all the surviving Autobots killed. Fuck him. Number 5, Sheila from D&D, the only on the list because it's a teenage nerd with weakness for redheads when the show was on, but hell, there are worse reasons to include somebody on the list. Number 4, Shipwreck from G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes was my favorite Joe in the comics, but him being mute meant he wasn't used in the cartoon as far as I could remember, so I had to give my second favorite Joe a nod. Lino, Rick Hunter from Robotech, Optimus motherfucking Prime. Top 5 villains. Dishonorable mention ever to Serpentor because fuck you and your greatest military leaders in history, and also Sergeant Slaughter bullshit. Fuck you. I'm not.
Come on.
Mumra number 5.
Don't kill me.
Come on, Serpentor. I'll suck the dick of all the leaders in your DNA. Avenger from Dungeons and Dragons. Megatron, great villain, made even greater by Frank fucking Welker's brilliant voice acting. Overlord from Spiral Zone. Every episode starts with him facing the audience down and saying surrender or die, and you got to show him some fucking respect for that. And number 1, Starscream. Totally incapable of inspiring loyalty or effectively leading the Decepticons in the whiniest whiny bitch ever. But if Megatron so much as coughed, he'd stab in the back and scream, Megatron has fallen, now she'll lead the Decepticons. And villainy doesn't get purer than that.
Yep.
Look at that, man.
Good list.
Good list, everybody. Guess what? 284. We're going to go 90s cartoon. We're fucking 90s cartoon characters. Okay. We're going crazy.
Right. Let's just mail in the whole thing.
Mail it in. Mailing it in. Oh, fuck. Cody would have grounded this, maybe. I don't know. My number 5, Skeletor. Who's your number 5?
My number 5, Storm Shadow.
Ooh, great one. My number 4, Lion-O. The great Lion-O.
He's my honorable mention just because, we have a Rambler. That is,
his son.
Yes. My number 4 is Zartan.
Oh, great.
Mostly because the action figure is badass.
It's so great. My number 3, Snake Eyes.
Okay. My number 3, Matt Tracker.
Woo! My number 2, Starscream.
My number 2, Soundwave.
My number 1, who else but Optimus Prime?
See, my number 1, Cobra Commander.
Oh, it's a great one.
Love Cobra Commander.
I was torn between him and Starscream. I had to go with Starscream in the end.
I had to do Cobra Commander.
Oh,
such good shit. Trying to hold on to power every week.
Every week. Oh, brilliant.
was so much more enthralling to me than someone trying to grab power every week.
Great. It was greatness, man. He was like a coach on a hot seat 24/7. It's Cobra Commander. Just calling trick plays every time. Like, fuck it. That's all we have.
He was fucking Jim Zorn in 2009. Anything. Just fucking fake field goals.
Do something.
3rd and 30.
Something.
Whatever he could do to keep that job.
Oh, well, there we go. What a ramble, huh? Next ramble, if I'm feeling well enough, knock on wood, that we can get it in on time. 80s, what 90s cartoon goes into the Hall of Fame? 90s cartoon theme songs, open, close, encore. Top 5 90s cartoon.
Wow, there you go. There you go.
That, huh? Ramble at theramblepod.com. You know where to find us. There's no song to play us out tonight, but thank you for listening. We love you all. Stay safe. You'll see us Friday for Ramble Radio.
Yeah, you will.
And then you will see us next week, hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Get those votes in. Get those votes in, too.
Yeah, get those votes in.
Hall of Fame, baby.
We got a Stall of Fame, baby.
Come on. We love you guys. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye.